headed out. Hello, lovely. So I'm headed to class. It's 2:37, and all is going well. I did some work this morning. I did some reading. Watched some Columbo. So now I'm off to work, and then when I get back, I'll do more reading. Watch more Columbo. So basically, the composition of my life: read, watch Columbo. Anyway. Alright, guys. It's time to run those errands. Off we go. So, I'm trying to pick out pens, right? So, I have like this option, which is like $9.98. And they look like they probably write really great. They have the cheap option. Okay, they have to be colored, right? So, they have like the cheap option, which are like these. And they're $3.48. I don't even want to know about the ones that are $2. But I usually get the G2 pens colored, but they're like $32, and they don't even have them here. But they do have these, which are still these right here. I've never tried these before, so I don't know what they're like at all. But they're $9.98 too. And they're metallic, but I don't know if they like write any better. But there's 1, 2, 3. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. So there's 8 of those. Or I could go down 1 and get 10 for $6.98. It's still all the different colors. But like I don't know how any of these write. This is rough. Okay, so here are the spoils from our errand running. Okay, so I went ahead and got these pens. So I'll tell you guys how they work. I'm a pen office supply fanatic, so I'll let you know as soon as I try them. And I'll try them out pretty soon. This is a gold Johns Hopkins folder that I got to put my NSA application in, the NSSP application. So that hopefully it will stand out. And I mean, it represents the gold standard in Johns Hopkins, so that can't hurt, right? Uh-oh, I dropped it. Okay, and then I got my mail. This one was a book for my Garden of Eden class, and these two are phone cases. And then I also got some syrup for in the morning, and get off. Yeah. Hold on. There. Okay. And I got some milk for my hamburger helper. So yeah, all is well. I think I'm going to use my pens to see what I still need to do, and then I'm going to make my dinner with the milk after I probably read. I'm gonna go ahead and finish one reading that I started while I was in my Garden of Eden class. Lego. Yoga time. Yoga time. Yoga time. All right, so it is 11:14ish. I'm about to do day 3 of my yoga challenge. Lego. So yoga went a lot better today than it went yesterday. But yeah, so everything's good. I have one more chapter to read before I can go to sleep. But I'm going to do it because I don't want to have to do it in the morning, because that would upset me. So I'm going to read the chapter so that I can stay on schedule. Because right now my schedule's looking like I'm actually going to complete all of my work for the week before the weekend's over. So that would be great. Well, for next week. And then, but what I am going to have to do is, if you take a look right over here, you see these balloons? Do you see those balloons? They're a problem because they're making strange noises. And I was on the ground. I just could not stop looking at them because they were making noise. So I'm going to have to get rid of them. And it makes me sad, but it has to be done. Alright, see you guys for the quote of the day. Here we are again. It's time for the quote of the day. And today's quote of the day I decided would be from one of my favorite Sherlock Holmes. I've been watching a lot of Columbo. So I'm gonna get soon back into my Sherlockness. Because anybody who's a fan of like the show Sherlock knows it's coming on. This fourth season they've started taping and stuff, so that's good. But I've also started watching Elementary. I watched like 2 3 seasons straight, and then I stopped because I couldn't anymore. Because it has a redundant nature to it. But anyway, that's so not the point. The quote of the day is mediocrity knows nothing higher than itself, but talent instantly recognizes genius. And I thought that was beautiful. Mostly because I think it's important to know, like, not that okay, true enough. There are mediocre people. But I feel like people are mediocre by choice. Like, everybody could be a genius in something. So, like, you're not necessarily an academic genius, but you may be, like, a music genius. And that's fine. But a genius in any sense will recognize, somebody who's talented in any sense will recognize the genius in another person. But when you have no desire to be anything but mediocre, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, you need average people. But if you are mediocre, the likelihood of you recognizing genius in someone else um, is quite small. But I would also like to add that if you're not an open minded genius, or a genius that is open minded to the genius in other people, or the genius, or seeing genius in other ways, other people's genius will pass you by. So you won't get to feel and understand and know all of the wonderful things that other people have to offer. So, the moral of that story is strive to do your best, and don't be mediocre, and be open minded so that you can recognize other people's genius. And on that note, I'm signing off. I'm Raven, and this was my Eyeview.